Done, bro. Wait, where you going? To watch the Full 94 podcast. Can't watch that without me. Wait up, bro. You know Full 94 is my favorite show.
Winning.
A winner, the champ, the best, we are all of them. Cause we went right and not left to not follow them. Sobriety tests, I am walking up in line. Added the sex and the drugs, but couldn't subtract my mind. They all wanted me dead. I was chilling in the cut, then I transformed like I'm best friends with Shia LaBeouf. See, I've been a winner, check it, and I ain't even firing. Church time's God, I'm a product of my environment. We are winners, losers come with me. Got God with us, never letting flesh envy. We don't worry about the money, the sex, the cars, the clothes. Now watch reality unfold like we win in the head, yeah, we win in the head.
Family.
What up,
494 podcast here on MTMV Sports. What's going on, y'all? Y'all feeling good?
Yes, sir. Feeling
Absolutely.
great.
I'm loving it. Tell me, we're gonna go down the line. Philly, talk to me, Philly. What's good, man?
It's my birthday week, so I ain't stressing out too much. You know, it's a blessing. No, I'm not turning 26. I'll be 41. You know what I mean? So shout out to the boy. Hey, this year, because I usually turn everything down, I'm taking cash apps. I'm taking hugs from aunties.
I know that's right.
I'm taking hugs from
Whoa. No hugs from any aunties because we've had this conversation. And Will belongs to me.
So,
that's just that, guys. Okay, Will belongs.
She said love violent.
Love violent. Who subscribe to MTMV Sports? Y'all get to see me twice this week. You know what I'm saying?
She said what she said, bro.
I'm not paying no attention to her.
Chicago, talk to me, bro. What's going on?
Everything kosher, brother. I'm good, man.
Now, that's what I think. See, I feel like you be in like 3 states, so I want to figure out like I want to say Mass. Like I'm thinking, like, what's the other one? What's the small one?
Connecticut. I'm the small one. I'm Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. That's what it is. So that's where you reside. Is that correct?
She was on the Browns.
Amen. Tell me. I ain't even mess with you right now, bro. I ain't even doing it. Rhode Island, talk to me then. What's going on?
No, I'm chilling. Yo, shout out Rick, yo. Shout out Rick. Producer came through. I mean, yeah, well, same everybody came through today. So you know what? I'm happy, guys. I'm in a great mood.
What's up, C?
Hey, she got it.
Yes, Rick came through.
Hey. What up,
Rick
Jess?
came through.
Hey, look, hold on, bro.
Rick came through. You see my bae. You see hi bae. I'll see you on the 27th.
She ain't give you the wave though. You see, you gotta do the.
That's fine because you know I love my peace sign. You know I love my peace sign.
Tell them who that was, man. For the people that don't know.
That is Tiffany Hayes. She plays for the Golden State Valkyries. I'm big fan. Obsessed.
What's up, C?
I need one. I want one now, man. You know who I really like recently. Just like, okay, I've always loved her game, and I think you can make this happen. I think I've always loved her game, but watching her on Power Moves for Shaq signing the rebound, like Dejanay, I'm just like, I outside of like basketball, how she carries herself, the way she makes moves. One, she is beautiful.
I will dress as Asia.
Now I feel left out.
You need Jada Miles is what you need.
Now I feel laid out. Hey, Jada can do it. She don't hoop though. She don't hoop though. You know what I mean?
You stay out of this.
Hey, man.
Nah, you can make that happen. See, right? I know you can make that happen.
We got listen. The team got to
make happen for me. So
we're not talking about you right now. You being selfish, man. You got one already.
It's my birthday weekend. I'm the important one here. You see the gloss.
Bruh, you got one already.
You want to bring it down on me from the heaven?
I will dress as Asia.
Man, it ain't nothing out here.
Cheesing. So, guys, speaking of, Tip, the W, did you hear the breaking news? Even though we already knew, but Tawana Bonner is going back. expected to sign with the Phoenix Mercury. She won 2 champions with them, got drafted by them. So what do you guys like about it? And is it anything that is unexpected?
No, he said no. He said no, it's not unexpected.
That's crazy, bro. But hey,
That makes sense how the way it play out though.
do your thing, Miss Bonner, man. I guess she earned that right, but that's crazy. I feel like she should have did that. I feel like she knew she wanted to do that all along and should have done that in the off season.
Yeah.
But I think it's a win-win for both teams because Ari McDonald hooping, man.
Absolutely.
She get to go where she want to go and be where she want to be. I hope it work out for her.
That's it.
Well, what you think?
Of course. That's part of it.
That's what we said at the beginning of the season though. Like when it happened and she signed, we all said like, I don't see that working. I'm surprised Sid's still there.
Who? Oh, she fitting in.
She fits in. Sid really does. She makes some timely plays, especially when they really need to get a basket. Sid
I'm talking about the culture. I ain't talking about the play. I'm talking about the culture.
Yeah.
So the fit, I mean, if we're expecting for her to go back there, is the fit, does it make sense in this point of her career?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people is going back home when you think about what is around the W that we're seeing this year. People going back to where they got drafted and try to, end their career where it started. Tina is back in Connecticut. Natasha Howard's back with the Fever. So I just believe that it's just, what way, to end it by going back where it started. I think that's the nostalgia in that. And no, we're not.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. I mean, so tell me, I mean, if we're talking about just big news that has been happening, definitely, especially around WNBA, and just everything that has happened with the CBA and All Stars and the reserves, and like, is this just a good time in the WNBA to be watching the WNBA? Like, is it? Are we saying like this gradual increase in viewership, this gradual increase in people, eyes on the game, and like just people who are actually invested in it. I mean, we talked about this in the chat, like me catching up on power moves and watching the investment that Reebok is making, it like having their signature shoe make a debut on somebody like Andrews in that big game last year against Caitlin. Was that the beginning of the steps of people watching it, shoe deals, bigger like people really getting invested? We've seen signature shoes on multiple WNBA players, but I mean, do you feel like we're going to see more of this and all the eyes that are on it? Is that what's making the news bigger? Because it's not like this stuff just started.
I mean, it's been going on since 2021. I mean, we're in an era of women's empowerment as far as everything from the boardroom to sports. You know what I mean? To everything. Like even in WWE, which we're covering on main card, they're doing a whole women's pay-per-view this weekend. You know what I mean? So of course. So we're kind of seeing it. So it's something that's been gradual. Yeah. I think more for the casual fans, they're feeling like this is something that's been new. But like when you look at the agreement that they were looking at, the charter flights and all that kind of stuff was scheduled
already in play.
2023. But we're getting into an era now with you got players like for me, I think Asia and Brianna were the beginning of like that big step up of where it was going, especially when you look at their careers and what they've done. And then you're looking at it, how it's continuing with like Fee and Caitlin and Angel, and we're, going into, Paige and, the NIL deals. So I think it's something great. It's a perfect time for people to be able to jump in. I still feel like the WNBA has a lot of work to do because there's no reason why you have 4 games on one night, all at 7:00, but then on the Saturday, you don't have any games on. Crazy. You can stretch the games out and give people a chance to be able to see more teams instead of making them select what you want them to see and give them the opportunity to get more eyes, because now more than ever, you're seeing more teams shine, even in losing efforts. Like you look at the love that Washington's getting, you know what I mean? And right now they're a losing team. Paige has Dallas starting to look real different. So you're getting eyes in a different space. So it's the perfect time if you come into it with eyes of wanting to learn and instead of assuming. And I think that's the problem that some people have right now.
And they deserve everything that they're asking for. I don't feel, I know I'm not a player and I don't know like how the, CBA works with the with the players and how everything's supposed to, come to fruition. But we're at a time where the eyes are here. In 5 years, we'll have 5 new teams. Not only have we're getting record breaking viewership, the social is crazy, whether we agree with the takes or not. It's still being talked about. They're possibly talking about expanding the season to November in 2026. So it's just like the time is here. Jersey sales are going crazy. You're selling out arenas. These ladies truly deserve the money and what they're asking for. And I don't think that they're asking for a lot because they put the time and effort to continue to make sure their body is straight to continue to give you this type of product.
Yeah. So this continues essentially.
Absolutely, because just look what we see in college. I don't think we have Olivia Miles and Lauren Betts coming in next year.
Yeah, big facts.
Flage.
The Valkyrie has a valuation of like 500 million, I think, right now.
Won't make no sense.
They get sold out crowds every night. They said it feel like the Golden State Warriors days back in.
They have a deal. They just got a TV deal on NBA to broadcast.
Right.
So it's just like the time is now, and the talent's not going to get worse. It's only going to get better because we have the ladies here laying it out. It's like, oh, I'm trying to beat them. You know, people that want to beat Asia. Some people that want to come and guard Caitlyn. Come on, they're putting that work in on their craft.
So talk to me about the CBA offer then, as we're getting into these sold out games, evaluation, what the WNBA looks like. What are we looking at in the CBA offer that the players basically were like, yeah, come again?
I think Kathy got to go.
You heard the players.
Yeah, everything that you've heard from the players, reps, and some of the other players, I think
it's a slap in the face. And they said they know it's a negotiation. It's supposed to start somewhere, but when you come with that type of answer, it's like we're being ignored. You're not hearing us. You're not, you're not even truly believing or listen. Not even believing, but listening at this point. Like, what else more do you need from these ladies that go out there and give you everything they need? Everything they got. Some games we see, it's like, wow, did we just see that type of game? And it's only regular season. It's not even the playoffs yet. And you mean to tell me that what they're asking for is too much? Yeah. You don't even start with something good. It's just like, well, this is what we think. Like, what? Well, I mean, you go out there and shoot a basketball. You go out there and take a charge. You go out there and deal with the criticism. You go out there and deal with the target on your back. You go out there and try not have to go overseas, do this to your body to make a living. You go over there and do that. I don't think you would.
I think in any business negotiation, you look at it one-on-one, you're gonna start low to maximize profit and revenue. So I think you expect them to lowball them to see what. Okay, so if you guys reject that offer, what are you gonna come back with? Because the obviously, I mean, it's still a business, right? They're still looking like we want to give y'all a lot of money, but we also want to keep a lot of money. That's just business, period. So I think we expected something like that to be. Let's start here and see what we can work from. Let's go. Because what happens, we start those negotiations like you're looking at. I'm going to give you this number. I want you to give me your number, and let's see how far apart we are. And then we try to find something in the middle. So I'm expecting it, but I'm expecting it to be. I'm expecting it to be a good process, right? Like I would expect them to invest in what you have coming and the product that you have on the floor. Let's not act like it's not going to grow. And these TV deals aren't going to get bigger, and these shoe deals aren't going to get bigger, and these players aren't going to get better. Like you got to act like that. But again, at the same time, they're going to start low and figure out what the evaluation is because they really want to get over. I won't say get over, but they want to maximize their dollar, and that's just.
I feel like at the realm, we also still need somebody that wants the best for the business aspect, but also wants more for the people that's giving to your business. Like you would not be anywhere if you did not have these players. So it's like, okay, yes, I understand the business, but these are my players. This is my team, and we have to sit here and we gotta make it work, or we're not gonna have a product.
All right, no, it makes perfect sense to me.
You run into of alienating them though, especially with Unrivaled there, and then they're hearing there's another new like G League style league that's coming for the women. Going low is one thing, but low balling to the point to where somebody like Breanna Stewart is like, it was an insult. that's not where the negotiation should start at this point. When you have other leagues out there who've shown these ladies, listen, you can come here and we'll treat you better.
But at the same time, when you're talking about a business, an organization, leagues like Unrivaled and the other league that you mentioned they're looking to say you're gonna get your money there too. So I don't want, and this is just the evaluation. I'm not playing I hate saying devil's advocate, but just looking at it from the view of like them coming to the table. Okay, I can give you this because I know you're gonna go make some money, make this amount of money in Unrivaled, make this amount of money in the other league. Like, because the NBA is at a point where I've given you so much money, you don't have to go anywhere else. Now,
yeah, but
if they approach the table like that, then I'd be okay with it. Like,
but it's like if you would have gave it to me, but the argument to that is like if you would have gave it to me, I wouldn't have to go look somewhere else.
No, I agree. That's what the NBA does. I'm gonna give you so much money, you don't have to play anywhere else. You know what I mean? So
if y'all think these execs and owners ain't looking at that league sideways, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. But at
the same token, though, with the WNBA, it feels different because even like the New York Liberty has gone against league rules on multiple occasions to take care of their players. This feels like a league thing. This doesn't feel like a owners thing because the owners, in so many ways, from what I've read, they're sanctioned in certain ways from what they can do for the team. Like there's certain owners who want to do charter flights for their players, and they haven't been able to do it because of CBA. I think the Liberty has gotten fined multiple times because they're like, we're going to do it regardless. So like that, I feel like that's it. You look at a team like Chicago, you don't hear anything positive about Chicago. Like Angel built the whole court before. All right.
Which is crazy though, because the Bulls play right there. I think that's insanity to me for them to be wanting and needing for anything when the United Center is literally right downtown. Crazy.
No, it made perfect sense. I mean, is that what we're that's what we're talking about. When you have all-stars, people who are going to continue to get bigger and better at this craft that we have all these eyes on right now. So I think you're moving in the right direction. I would say take it as an insult, come back with a better number, a number that you want, and then y'all can see how big a gap that is. You know what I mean?
Right.
They need to hurry up because I'm trying to get flued out. Like I'm trying to be a basketball.
Speaking of all-stars, we got the reserves list. How you feeling? Do you feel like after seeing the starters and the reserves, has anyone been snubbed?
Brittany Sykes, Brianna Jones.
I'm not mad at that.
Doesn't make it.
Brittany Sykes absolutely is a monster on the defensive end, and I don't know how else you would make a team more spicy when you could do it on both ends of the floor, especially how she guards you. It's just different. Brittany is a dog. Like
I need to understand how Brittany didn't make it when she leads her team. I think like points, steals, and one other category, but her two rookies made it. Y'all know I'm a big fan of the rookies. But come on, bro. Like, and then the coaches got the reserves in. So make it make sense.
No, I'm not mad at you.
Brianna Jones has been having an amazing season. What's she doing out there in Atlanta with that team? They're scary to me if they can kind of get it all on all cylinders consistently. But Brianna's been amazing. She was great in Connecticut. She's showing those same things that she was doing in Connecticut. She's doing them just as good right now, which I love to see. But I don't understand how. And Natasha Cloud too. I don't.
Yes. Especially because that. Yeah.
Made it for sure. Yeah.
It's. I don't know. It's just
we're gonna tune in. We even in our gripes, family. We're gonna go and check that bad boy out and see what product they put on the floor, man. I'm excited to see it. I think it's gonna be super dope, especially when we're talking about for the rest of the season. What the playoffs are gonna look like, and all these things are gonna look like. So I'm excited to see the product that they're gonna put out there. I mean, with the whole Caitlyn thing, like we're gonna get to it later on in the show, but I mean, there's a lot to talk about there. You know what I mean? So look, make sure y'all keep tuning in here with the 494 podcast here on MTMB Sports. We'll be right back after this commercial break, and make sure you keep coming and keep kicking it with us because we got to talk about the Kane. I know there might be Julian got a lot to say about this. We're gonna keep talking. I'll be right back after this commercial break.
What's up, C?
It's not just about the love of the game. It's about dedication and commitment through the process and the patience to endure. There's joy in reaching your goals, and peace in knowing you've done all you're supposed to do. Ozell brand. It's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle.
Shout out to the team, man. Ozell brand. You already know what it is. Why he got this work? I can't even be serious. What's going on with it? Hey, producer, man, I love you, man. You be wild sometimes. Hey, shout out to the big homie Ozell brand, man. You want to check him out? Make sure to look him up. Definitely got a website. You can get any of his apparel at a lot of places. Be surprised where you can get that at. So super dope. Always appreciate the support, man. Foot 94 and NTMV Sports, man. Let's talk about this. The Kings next chapter. Julian, I'm gonna start with you, man. What we doing out here? Where's this conversation even coming from? Obviously, with Rich putting out the statement that he did. What are we? This is my thing, and I'm gonna get right to you. If that was an actual issue there, or a possibility of leaving or moving, having any idea want to be traded to or play for a contender, you don't pick up $52 million. That's just my feeling about it. Like if you were trying to open yourself up to that possibility, you don't pick up 52.6. That's just because you're capping yourself on where you can go and what teams have to do to get you if you want to be moved. But that's just my thought. Go ahead, Drew. What you think?
I don't think they care about that, bro. His price is his price. He ain't trying to give nobody no bargain. Just like no other player is trying to give anybody a bargain. What Booker just signed for about to do a 2-year contract extension for $75 million a year.
No, I'm not.
LeBron ain't worth 50.
I'm not arguing that. And that's what I'm not arguing.
People start talking about these numbers like he cheating an organization out of something. No, he's not. He's second team All NBA. He put together a good season, 24.9, I think it was this year, but 5-5 or 6-6 or something like that, man. But he ain't cheating nobody. And I think Rich Paul put out a statement that any player's agent at this age will put out. We are trying to prioritize getting to the mountaintop. And if the team I'm on is not prioritizing that and they trying to move on, which do we know, bro, what the Lakers trying to do? Are they rebuilding or are they trying to win now? Which one is it, bro?
I don't know what it is.
Right, because
one minute you want to hold on to Dalton Connect and Austin Reeves or whatever you're doing, and then the next minute you putting out reports that you're looking for Bam Adebayo. So which one is it, man? I don't know. And I think that's where LeBron is right now. What are y'all gonna do?
like, what is going to be the identity in going into the next season? Like, what is that? Like, what are you guys doing over there? The trades, the conversations, like, huh? Like, this is real.
But
how many times I put that in the chat asking a question like, is this real? Like, this is what we're doing? Like, and I think that's the first question. I don't like you said, Jew, his price is his price, period.
See, I hear that. I just don't like all the smirking Will got going on over there, bro. I'm not happy about it. And he had been smirking the whole time.
Blame on Rich Paul and
the whole segment. He been smirking the whole time.
Say Rich Paul made it his fault, but okay, so hold on. We got one sentence. He opted into the contract. He playing with the Lakers, man. I've never seen LeBron ask for a trade. So go ahead, Will.
So Rich Paul shouldn't have made a statement the way he made the statement. I stand on that. There's ways. Yeah, you just told us you disagree for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Rich Paul shouldn't have made the statement the way he made the statement. There's different ways to do that, and there's different ways to put the information out there. I felt like that was kind of messy. Yeah. You're in a constant state of Rob Pelinka. You don't have a plan. You're just going by the seat of your pants and based off of who sends him what on that day, and that's literally what it feels like. Rob Pelinka never feels like he has any idea what he's doing. He's just taking what he can take, and he's playing NBA 2K with the Los Angeles Lakers. At this point, I don't blame LeBron for wanting to I don't blame LeBron for taking the money because that's what happens. But there are players out there who have taken discounts, a la Jalen Brunson, which made the Knicks exponentially better for the future. But that's the choice that's the choice that he made. I can't knock him for that. Those owners make as much money as they want to, and they'll go above any kind of aprons that they want in order to make that. I do feel as though there's a point in time where the Lakers have to decide: are we winning now, or are we not? Because if you're not, then you move LeBron as early as possible as to not make this a huge distraction, and you can begin the process of what you want to do now. You don't wait until mid-season. You don't, because we don't even he hasn't even decided if he's going to do 1 or 2 more seasons yet. So they do have to decide. The perfect team is the New York Knicks. No. You don't even have to. The Knicks don't even have to send out much. You send out OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, and maybe 2 first-round picks. Send Brown in New York. Let him finish out the last 2-3 years he want to finish there. But don't make this an issue for an entire season, right? And then decide at the last minute, hey, we need to do something, because then you're screwing the Laker fans again.
No, it's fine. We don't care nothing about the Laker fans because they so wishy-washy. I want to say this to respond to you, bro. LeBron took a pay cut last year, right? What did he get for that pay cut that he took? He took a pay cut.
I don't think it was a big pay cut.
It wasn't a big pay cut, but it was a pay cut.
Yeah, it was I think.
What did he get? What did he get for that? He got
less, and
but what did he get for that, bro? He got Jemison, who playing in the G League right now. He got was it Goodwin? And he got his friend, he got his good friend traded. But I don't think that sat right with LeBron. AD asking for a big man and then they traded him. I honestly don't think that he agreed with that at all. But I don't know. I think he just sucked it up and was a professional and kept playing out the season. But with AD, I know he's thinking in his mind right now, with Anthony Davis, this playoffs, healthy, that would have looked a little bit different, bro. That would have beat the Timberwolves for sure.
Respectfully, we don't want him in Philly. I say that respectfully. It is a distraction, Dwayne, because of the simple fact that these are going to be constant questions every day, not just him, but with the team overall. That messes with chemistry. And because if he goes out, potentially there may be other people who go out with him. You don't want to cause a huge change in the middle of the season when you're trying to figure out. You got Luka, so you don't have an excuse not to compete.
Yep.
Make a decision, make a move, do what you want to do. They already know. They know.
I mean,
but
we've seen it last year because I feel like Connect was doing his thing, and then as soon as that whole trade issue happened, and they did this, and then when he came back, it was like, why do you want to play for a team that traded you? So it's like that mid-season stuff. Like, what is it going into season? What is it?
Because you're a professional and a rookie. Yeah, he got too entitled, man. Like, if you get traded, brother. You're a rookie.
I mean,
it's
about. No, I'm not saying to keep. I'm talking about. I understand that. That part.
Play your game. Play your game.
You still playing for your contract, right?
But he got no plan for when he came back. He basically just sat for
this is true. I'll give you that. He didn't get.
He ain't do nothing. Have you seen him in the G League games? Bro looked like Ben Simmons after the
If you giving Gabe Vincent 15 to 20 minutes a night, you can give Dalton Connect minutes.
Bro, I'm just telling you what I seen. Dalton Connect
we was catfish with Gabe Vincent, so
bro can't even score on G Leaguers right now. It's bad, bro. I think his confidence gone there.
My confidence be gone too, bro. If you trade me, me on the bench,
I'll be like, yo, y'all about to see what y'all was about to trade. What we talking about here?
Watch they trade him and watch he be like an all-star in like 2 to 3. They
bro, I do not see that.
They would.
Hey man, the Lakers got to figure it out, bro. Because I said something earlier in my group chat.
Yeah.
For me, Tyler Hero is better than Reeves. He better than Rui. He better than Connect. And he ain't leading nobody to the promised land right now. So what are they holding on to Austin Reeves for? To give him a max contract next summer?
He got a shoe deal, bro. He a superstar, remember? He got a
shoe deal. He's him, remember?
Yeah.
Y'all gassed him up, bro.
I didn't gas him up. We can go through the tape. I've been saying for 2 years we need to trade him.
Absolutely, I get it. Well, I mean, we'll see what this whole thing, how the thing plays out, man. But I mean, I think a lot of it at this point is going to be a lot more talk than actual action and things that are going to be happening. I think he suits up in LA, and it is what it is. He's gonna run it out with that. I don't think there's no reason to be in a place where you need to make moves where you're what season is it, Jude? 24? 23.
Yeah, 23.
23rd season. So I'm like it don't make no sense to me that this would at this time would be an issue at all. So that's just me though. I mean, we definitely keep talking about it, man. But we got some other things to talk about. There's another one of Jude's favorites. Another one of Jude's favorites.
Hey, call them out too now. Like they called me out 2 weeks ago, and I ain't even say nothing crazy. But go ahead, bro.
I will say this. This is my thing. What are we seeing right now?
Ball movement.
Okay, so
moving without the ball.
Is their best player in Caitlin Clark? Okay, we understand that she's ball dominant. However, she is the offense. So she shouldn't be.
She shouldn't be the only offense. You got Aaliyah Boston was the number one pick before. You got other players that
she orchestrates. I'm not saying the offense. She orchestrates the offense.
Do you see what Natasha Howard is doing when you give her the okay to play her game? When she get post up down low, there's no stopping Natasha Howard. When she's able to either pick you up, pull up jumper, there's no stopping Natasha Howard. And now that I feel like we've seen it when she won MVP of the Commissioner Cup. We've seen it the last game, even though they did fall short to the Sparks. But I just feel as though they have certain pieces Caitlin works. She's a great player, but when she's out, they just seem more fluid as of right now. And I don't know if it's because she hasn't played that much with everybody because she's been out 8 games, but that's just what I see now. But it has to do with her injury. She hasn't been there to fully be integrated into the offense that Stephanie White is trying to run and the defense that Breon January is running. But you've seen that defense has been an emphasis over the last couple of games for the Fever.
They don't stand around and watch, and that's not totally on Caitlin.
That helps.
It's on the team in general. Like,
yeah, I agree.
They're not when Caitlin's on the floor, you're literally watching them stand around. You're watching Leah in the post put her hands up and just move around. They're actually playing like a basketball team because they don't have their star there and they have to create offense. And the good thing about it is when Caitlin comes back, they can incorporate her into that, or they can decide to revert back to what they were doing before. But unfortunately, earlier this season, we've seen Caitlin has struggled because teams are playing her differently. So Caitlin has to adjust when she comes back. And that's weird to say about a star. But in order for them to continue to succeed in the way that they're being able to blow out teams how they are, Caitlin has to come back and they have to be able to adjust that team while she can still remain the star. But there has to be more ball movement.
No, for sure. Look, I know as much as I love talking about ball movement, that's the way that I love basketball to be played. We've been talking about it here, obviously, and watching the Fever. And as much as I want to talk about this, as much as I want to talk more about this, I'm gonna bid y'all farewell. I'm gonna hold it down and put it in the hands of my very comparable, talented group of folks right here. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Y'all keep watching the 494 MTMV Sports. But Miles gonna be out. Look, love y'all to death, man. Keep holding it down. Keep talking about Caitlin. Hey, NBA free agency, please. Hey, somebody call Rob. Tell him make a phone call, man. All right. Love y'all, man.
To add on to that, bro, I think that they missed her on Saturday. So as much as we saying, I think right when the reports came out, they always do this thing with certain players when they win without, the best player. Now it's all of a sudden, are the Fever better without Caitlin Clark? No, they're not. They just lost to the Sparks, and because they lost to the Sparks because they couldn't find any offense down the stretch, and the Sparks did find offense. I think they were up 12 in the fourth quarter and ended up losing again. You're right, though, Will. She is going to have to come back and find her way. And I think I said numerous times, she probably shouldn't be bringing the ball up the floor every play. I look at Stephen Curry, bro. He don't bring the ball up the floor every single play. Sometimes it's Draymond. I do like when they playing right now, Howard bring the ball up the floor sometimes. Colson bring the ball up the floor and then get the ball to Mitchell to come off of screens and stuff like that. I think that her having the ball limits her offense a lot, man. So she working to that dang step back all the time and taking threes that's 3 feet behind the 3-point line when she can get better shots, man. Make the defense work instead of giving them the easy way out, shooting them threes like that. Unless you hot, but they need her, man. And I think she'll find her way. I think we in for a great playoff run this season too.
But I don't necessarily. I don't think people saying that they don't need Caitlyn to win. You know what I mean? I think they're necessarily, as far as it saying like this is good for them because they could win without her.
Yeah.
You know, and then when she comes back in, like you said, she has to make the adjustments, but they also have her, and then they can, you know, like you said, against the Sparks, they definitely needed, you know, her scoring at the end of the game. But now she can rest her in the game, so she is, because they have Ari McDonald to control the offense, and she moves without the ball. She plays defense, so it works out for the both of them right now because the team is figuring out each other, and then all she has to do, and all great players do it, is just make an adjustment yourself.
I love this Aaliyah Boston right now. To me, she looked better than she did last season, man. She taking it to.
She had that in her rookie year, you know what I mean? But I think it's gonna build confidence for them when they, you know, go into the playoffs and Caitlyn's there. So it'll be interesting to see. But I mean, like I said, they're doing it, of course, right now without Caitlyn at a high clip. So just incorporate her in there, and they'll be fine. It'll be a great season. We're gonna move on because we got one more thing we gotta cover that happened literally right after we finished the show last week. NBA free agency has been a mess. Okay, let's just call it what it is. Bro. Now, I know we've been talking about all the moves that have been happening, but we have to talk about the Damian Lillard Milwaukee Bucks Miles Turner thing, and I've got to get y'all thoughts on that. If you're not privy to it, Dame was literally let go towards ACL. He's going to be out for the season. There's already teams looking at him. The Warriors have already called, which would be a major power move for the Warriors if that were to happen, if Dame can come back and be healthy. But I want to get y'all thoughts on that. Miles Turner essentially replaced Dame, but he's replaced him for like $56 million a year, essentially, with the fact that they're stretching out Dame's contract and they gave Miles what they gave him. So I want to get y'all thoughts. See, let's start with you. How you feeling about that?
Hearing like Damian Lillard like is like waived, I guess you want to say, or whatever you want to call it, like is wild work. I mean, you already know I was against the trade there anyway. I was already against the trade, but to hear that and it's like, what? But at the same time, I feel as though now it's like, okay, you have teams reaching out. You tore your Achilles. You're going to be out for the season. Make your money. And then you truly know like where your end of your career is coming. You know what I'm saying? You want to go to contend, win a championship. Now it's time to be like, all right, what is the best fit for me? Like, you know what I'm saying? What is going to be the best fit for what I can bring to the table? I'm not going to put so much strain on myself and end up in another injury. So what's going to be the best fit for me? So it sucks that it happened because that's some wild work. That's some wild. I would never like trade happening, but to see that across the screen, I was like, wow.
But they say he's happy about it though, because like he was kind of ready to go and they didn't know if they were going to picking up his player option that next season, but he's a Bay Area kid. But this creates even more complication because Drew, when you look at it, now the Bucks got to figure out what they're doing because you get Miles Turner, but you're losing Damian Lillard and you're trying to keep Giannis. So what do you make of that situation out there in Milwaukee?
I saw a headline that said that Chris Paul looking to come in and start. So I think that'll be a good replacement. Or Chris Paul, I was about to say something insane, bro. No, do not sign Russell Westbrook. Do not sign Russell Westbrook with Giannis. That wouldn't work. Chris Paul would be a good addition, man. But when I first saw that Dame got waived, bro, I was like, man, that's disrespectful, bro. I feel bad for bro. And it kind of go to my, I guess I would say narrative, but I feel like it's the truth, man. It's no loyalty in sports. Once they done with you, they done with you. So as a player, why would you, if you see that as a player, like, oh, Dame got hurt, they cut him, they waived him, even though he might be happy now, why would I be loyal? Y'all do the same thing to me now. And that has to be going through Giannis's mind right now. You said the Warriors, bro, which will be kind of crazy in 2 years. I think what'll be even crazier is if he signed with the Boston Celtics, rehab with Tatum, and they all come back and play in 2026. I think that'll be insane, bro.
But Boston is good at most of the team, though, so I don't really see
that. What do you need if you got White, Dame, Tatum, and Brown?
If I'm Dame,
Brown,
I got a chance to finish my career at the crib with a great organization like the Warriors. I ain't even really got to ask much because I'm still getting a good chunk from the Bucks. I'll probably just go back home and just do my thing there. I think the bigger question
that would be nuts.
As we wrap up the show, I want to get the answer from y'all. What's going to happen with Giannis? Because they came out and said Giannis wasn't happy with it, and then you come to find out that Chris Haynes and Giannis's wife are like cousins. So when Chris Haynes says something about Giannis, it's accurate. So as we wrap up, where does Giannis go? I'm gonna start with you, C. Where do you see Giannis going?
I do see Giannis going to Toronto. I really do see that. And then I can also see Giannis going to Orlando with a bunch of youngins around him.
Ooh.
So I those are the two for me. What I see, I like the move to Toronto. But if I want to really make a move, I'm gonna go to Orlando and surround myself with hungry young players, and Giannis. Well, man,
and no state tax. Bring Giannis to the O. We love it.
Just saying.
I'm gonna say first and foremost the Atlanta Hawks. I think they should throw whatever they got to get Giannis, man. That'll be cold, especially this season with the East wide open. If he that's what trade, but realistically, I see Houston, man, and I would quit watching basketball. So I wouldn't watch that season
with KD.
I wouldn't watch it, but I'll hear about it. I'm sure.
Just imagine this: KD with Giannis, and then Dame back over there with the Warriors. Well, not back.
You want to see Dame come back right though?
Yeah, you're right.
I kind of want to see Giannis end up in Golden State.
Man,
just because I want to see Steph win it at least one more time, and I think Giannis is that perfect transition.
With somebody else on his team that's better than him, right? Finish that sentence.
When somebody, okay, we're doing that, but when you consider the fact that many people can't play with other,
you want Steph to win another championship where he doesn't win.
Just say you don't like the light skins, bro.
I don't. We know that. I don't like them.
All right, so we don't really care about that. So
I don't like them because y'all put them in conversations they should be in. You want him to get another person on his team that's better than him, so he in Finals MVP, so it can elevate his career.
I see we're gonna close the show in chaos.
It's gonna be all discredit for Giannis, though.
I mean, Giannis is a
boy. They're gonna do the same thing to Giannis that they did to KD.
No, they wouldn't.
Bro, they will do the same thing.
The reaction will be different. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are the 494. This is where basketball lives, man. Make sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. If you love the show, show us some love. Share it with your people. Give us your thoughts. Make sure you visit all of our pages. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. Yeah, we're pretty much everywhere, man. It's your man, Wells is here. I am Miles Austin is out. Jew _ Chasing Dreams. Sports Talk with C. Y'all and the voice, our producer.
Yeah, shout out to the producer for keeping us on cue. Yeah. Appreciate you.
Thank y'all for tuning in to another amazing show, man. Make sure y'all tune in Mondays, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. We love y'all. We out.
Hey guys, it's your girl C, and you just watched the show on MTMV Sports Network. And if you like what you see and you want more exciting content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.